Hi, it's Mark Lesnick from the Internet Dating Conference. Yeah, I'm in Moscow. This is Red Square. That's Lenin's tomb. I forgot the name of the, that's Lenin's tomb. I forgot the name of the church. It's famous. And this is where all the tanks rolled down. I'm actually here planning for the Moscow 2011 conference. This video is also going to be a description of what I'm going to talk about in Miami. It's actually ironic that I'm actually in the same area where Karl Marx, founder of communism, started communism. This is where it all kind of began. It's ironic because actually I'm going to be talking in Miami about the free versus paid model. I do see what I consider to be a coming storm for the dating industry, and there's two ways to tackle this. One, do nothing, and the other is take it on. Now, in the past, in 2009, Marcus Friend from Plenty of Fish spoke at the iDate Miami event, whose general consensus was agreed upon at the event that, yes, there's a place for paid and there's a place for free, that both of them can coexist within the internet economy. And that was fine. What has been happening lately, we noticed this in Paris, more and more free dating sites are entering the market, some of them gaining market share at incredible levels, taking some market share away from paid dating sites. This is a concern. Not a concern of a coexistence, but a concern of the following. If right now the way things are is paid dating is the majority and free dating is the minority. Not just necessarily sites per se, but users. There are more paid dating users than free dating users. You guys can argue, but that's in my mind, that's what it's at. However, if it becomes the following, that it's clearly obvious and more popular that the free dating consumers, more consumers are using free dating sites than paid, then you have a problem. Then getting people to subscribe to a paid dating site is going to be a very hard thing to do over a free dating site. Now, in the past, the issue is quality. Oh, well, the free dating sites have less quality users, less quality experience, etc. But as it gets to the point where you now have a majority of free sites, that quality is no longer going to become an issue. You have several things coming to a head at once. You have more players coming online with free. You have the adult industry at the same time. The adult industry is looking at the internet dating market, but they're also looking at it from a free model because why? They've decimated their own industry with a free model, and they think they can now do the same thing to the internet dating business. If they do that, that could hurt. I tried for this particular session that I'm doing in Miami to look and see if I could find a university professor that's an expert on free economics. And what I found is really there are none. And if there are, they certainly don't advertise that that's what they do. I haven't found any economics professors specializing in free. Also in the past, we've had lots of requests for people to speak on the free model. However, usually it was a pro or con. In other words, the person only had one point of view. There was no middle ground. And what I wanted to do was strike this from the middle ground. I don't hide my opinion, and my opinion is that yes, if you have a majority of free dating sites, it will potentially decimate the online dating space in terms of revenue. If you don't have revenue in this business, you're not going to have a very pleasant business to deal with. So that's my opinion. But nevertheless, I will, on the session, be very objective. I'm going to cover all the different free business models that exist, not just for internet dating, but other free business models that exist out there on the internet as well. It's been an interesting dynamic that has developed over the last, let's say, 15 years. More and more free businesses, some with no business models whatsoever. They just figure when they get market share, then they'll figure it out later. There are others that are based on advertising, others that are based on what's called freemium. Many of you mentioned that word to me. Freemium service, which is free, meaning you have to pay for a higher level and things like that. There are problems with each, and there are benefits of each, but I'm going to go through them. I've also found potential defenses against free, so that if free does continue its role in the dating business and continue to gain this market share, that some of the paid dating sites can, in essence, defend against it. There are defenses that I found that can work. In other words, you can maintain your business model as is and defend successfully against free, and I'll be discussing those as well. For those that know me in the dating business, to get me out of my chair and speak for 30 minutes on a topic, it had better be very important. And while I do MC the event, I do introduce speakers at the conference, and I do all sorts of things at the event to get you involved, It's rare for me to speak, so I know when I speak, I know pretty much most of the industry shows up, and I'll be honored to see you there. But if you're an online dating operator looking at the Miami conference, if you're an owner, you have to be there. This is not just because I'm speaking, not just because it's my event. I mean, this is the event. I see that it's going to be a very defining moment, that you're going to face problems in the next 12 to 36 months, incomprehensible compared to, let's say, the last 10 years of internet dating has ever faced before. And so you will definitely want to see not just what I say, but what others say as well with regards to their opinions on this particular issue. In addition, we'll have other things also at the event as well, other sessions that will obviously help you out. But that's what I want to let you know with regard to this particular session, what it was about and what it entailed. Any online dating operator, this is a must attend session. The only forewarning I give you is that this room has 180 seats in it. You treat it like college. You get there early, you get a seat. You get there late, you're going to be standing. But I look forward to seeing you out there.